James Webb and I'm a professional racing driver working for ProjectCars and Namco. So I started racing when I was 8 years old, started karting and I got signed up by BMW and I raced up the ladder for Mercedes in Formula 3 and then up into World Series, which is the feeder series to Formula 1. Lived in America and did Indy Lights with IndyCar, and now I race as a professional driver for the Le Mans European Series, which we're currently leading the championship for. The magic, a bit of everything. I mean, obviously games like this really help. I mean, the magic is something that we all feel. A lot of people want to be racing drivers. I'm very lucky to be one, and to put my stuff into the game is really something unique. So once you're actually in the car, it's completely submersed. I think I'm in a different world, in a different universe. Before, obviously, there's a lot of stuff we have to do with media and with the training and with nutrition, and especially when we're doing Le Mans 24 hours, we have big stints, so there's everything that goes with that. But when you're actually in the car, it's your own world. There's nothing else exists. It's very focused like this, and I think the game brings that as well. Project Cars really brings that kind of focus into getting that little bit more in the lap time, and you can get that with the realism in these cars. So it's something very different, and it's something which they've managed to do with the WMD forum. So 80,000 people online now can actively work on the game and give advice to the 110 people who work in the UK and around the world specifically for Project Cars. So it's something very, very different. It's the first AAA rated game that's ever worked like this and successfully to this date. So for me, it's something very special to be part of. It's incredible because myself, Ben Collins and Nick Hamilton, we've all managed to work along with Rene Rast and the guys to create a great feeling in these cars. I mean, the CAD data and the physical data from all the manufacturers is fantastic, and the laser scanning of the tracks is great, but Project Cars has that extra little step where we can advise on the feeling of what happens, where the rain collects on the track, how the car reacts on full throttle, all these different things to make it the most realistic game out there. Well, there's a few videos online. You can actually see the comparison between real life in a BAC mono and on track, and one of the great cars in the game that's got its own championship. And if you go online, you can see how incredibly close it is. And obviously physically it's not the same, but together with Oculus Rift and these other devices that you can use to immerse yourself and you get the depth of vision, it makes the challenge another step, along with the active weather conditions and the sun rising and the grip changing and the tyres changing. It really does make it quite challenging. It's not as easy as some of the other games I've been to drive in the past, but it gives you that satisfaction when you get that lap or you win that race.
Ohjelmayhteistyössä mukana